Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing so-called income affidavits. I've gotten a lot of correspondence. I've seen a lot of comments talking about this. I thought I'd go ahead and make another video because I thought it was kind of warranted, just because I've noticed there seems to be a fair amount of confusion out there regarding income affidavits. So let's go ahead and sort of go back in time here and discuss this a minute. This is something I thought was kind of pretty well laid to rest, but maybe there's, websites or something out there that mention them, and so people are having some misnomers about it. In the past, it was possible, for example, for an American or a British national or an Australian. We'll use those three because those were pretty common and they seem to issue them in similar manner, albeit I'm more aware from a personal level the methodology in which the Americans would issue such documentation. But basically it was possible to go get a notarized letter, you make an appointment, go to the embassy, fill out a letter that said I make X amount of money, have that document notarized, and then that document could be legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and utilized in extending one's retirement visa status strictly by just showing that piece of paper. Few years back, and we reported on it extensively at the time. In fact, I got burned a lot in the lead up to it because I saw it coming and I predicted it, and I put that out on the channel. People said a lot of things and then it came to pass. But long story short, what happened was they phased that out because the government, for example, the United States, and this I think can be said for the British and the Australians as well, the documents that were being signed, they were just notarizing the signature, that the person signing was who they said they were. The veracity of the document was never what was being certified. And there seemed to be kind of, for a long period of time, I think it was decades, this just sort of sat in a kind of legal limbo where immigration continued to take those documents on the presumption that the numbers in them were accurate, and notwithstanding the fact that all that was being notarized was the person's signature. All that was being certified was the person saying it was who they said that they were. Okay, well, that all ended some years ago, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head exactly when that happened. I want to say 2017, because I know by 2018 we were in the throes of dealing with Big Joke as the new immigration head and dealing with account balances and all of that good stuff in the aftermath of the income affidavit. And when I say the aftermath, yeah, for example, most of the Anglosphere, again, the best of my knowledge, the Americans, the British, and the Australians basically stopped issuing these letters. And that resulted in the people of those nationalities needing to find alternative methodologies to maintain their retirement visa status. That is not necessarily the case. I know a number of European jurisdictions which will issue those letters. For example, I believe Germany, if you have a state pension, for example, from Germany, the German government will issue a letter that states, yes, this person makes X amount in terms of pension, for example. Again, this is anecdotal. I don't know that for certain, but people of German nationality have told me that this is a possibility. Again, different nations have different points of view with respect to income affidavits. Some of them will issue income affidavits. For the most part, to the best of my knowledge, Canada may be an exception, I think, depending on circumstances, but to the best of my knowledge, most of the Anglosphere, the English-speaking nations, do not issue these income affidavits anymore, and so therefore folks of nationality from those countries are not going to be able to use such affidavits when trying to extend their retirement visa status here in the Kingdom of Thailand.